number 21, Thomas, is going to pick up his first.
So, no, who do you have coming out on top today? Why?
You know, I feel like it's just going to be a really close game. You know, it's really hard to kind of distinguish. Houston has been so dominant so far in these tournaments that they've been to, but
they are the defending national champs.
They are the defending national champs. They're number 1 right now ranked.
For respective reasons, so I agree. I think it's a good game.
But the Bucks, number 2,
yep.
And I believe they were going up against Houston last year.
What?
Were they last year?
No, Atlanta was.
Atlanta was last.
So someone new this year. I'll pick. I mean, the same cases for Houston, but someone new trying to take it from. So looks like they're gonna have numbers again. Good pass. And let's see if I get out of that key so they don't get the 3-second call. Evan come racing down. Good look inside. Just can't get it to fall. That's gonna be big. They gotta capitalize on those numbers to stay with Houston today.
And she's going to have to make some of these shots.
Yes.
But Carrington's going to pick up a foul. He's going to draw away the foul from Thomas. He's going to get a second foul. And he's got to worry. It's only a minute and 27 seconds into the game. He's really got to play for him.
I mean, as you see, they don't have a very big bench. A lot of prep kids, a lot of younger kids, so they want to make sure they keep the fouls under control. That'll be big if they can get. I mean, it'll be big for Houston to get some of those bigs out.
It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to try to cross and get this mismatch down low for number 43. Which they're going to do.
Harrison for the 3, a little short.
But they're going to.
Yeah, I think they should have gave him that ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's averaging 35 points this tournament. Garrett is, so like getting those mismatches early is going to be big for them. Good pick by Moore, looking down, passing to his brother. That brother connection right there worked out very well.
Yep. And they're going to try to back pick Thomas to get a number situation going on here.
That's gonna. I mean, if they can get the biggest guy off the court, that's going to really help them. And Garrett inside just way off, maybe a little nervous in there.
And they're going to send that far.
They got numbers again coming down if they want it. And it looks like they're just going to pull it out.
And the Bucks are not a fast team, but they're a tall team.
Yes.
And so they're really going to try to get someone inside the key to work on that post up.
Good tip by Garrett right there. And look at that, right as you say it, right on cue, Noah.
Yep.
That's going to be big for them.
It's going to be big.
Because, like you said, I mean, Houston's got Garrett, but that's about it. I mean, the Bucks all around are probably the tallest team here, so.
Yep. And Houston, they do have shooters outside.
Yes.
I think they're going to have to work that pick and roll maybe.
For sure.
Because even though 43 is Garrett is tall, he's not taller than most of the guys on the Bucks team. So if they can get a pick and roll and he can get a little bit more space,
for sure,
it's going to open up everything for them.
I think right here, this man right here, Carrington, as he goes to the 3 is off. I think he's going to be big. I mean, he's their best outside shooter, I think, on their team. And so getting him going, we got to charge. Clear charge on that one. But I agree. I mean, Garrett this whole tournament has outside everybody. But now that you have a team that can match up with him, unless you get this mismatch right here, Peter and Carrington and Dustin are the big factors with their outside shots. So.
And that was just tough for 43. I mean, sometimes you're trying to look at the ball and catch a pass while controlling your chair.
3 in and out.
I think they're taking a lot of threes early, which is good to kind of show that they have the range.
Yeah. They need to settle down and get inside because I know Peter's money from that baseline shot.
Yeah.
So, and like you said, I mean, if they make those threes, they have to respect, or Bucks have to respect it to come out. But, I mean, thus far, I mean, they've looked good, but just can't seem to hit it.
And the Bucks have the lead right now.
Yes, and good tip by Carrington. Thomas Overseas could not handle the ball. And, see, again, like, they're trying to get it inside, but the Bucks can. Carrington looks a little frustrated over there.
Yeah.
So the captain told his team to stop reaching and just playing good chair defense.
And you can see the press break for the Bucks is to try to get their 2 big players past half court so they can get the ball over fast and then cross up on transition because number 34 is Evan Oberst is really fast with his chair. I think he's the fastest on the team.
Yes.
And so if he can get a cross pick maybe and get...
And the ball's loose and picked up by Hotwheels, and we got Garrett inside. Let's see if he can finish it there, and he does. It's going to be big for him right there.
Yep.
And interesting also with the Houston's press. They kind of do a diamond press, which is very interesting because you don't see that in a lot of wheelchair basketball. And Mora on her cue, bucket.
And at some point, he's going to have to start respecting that she can make that shot and not give her the baseline.
Yeah, because
the layup.
He's playing too much up high and letting her go around and just get those open layups. So yeah, he's definitely going to have to respect that. And Carrington inside, off the mark. And let's see if Thomas sees that outlet. Evan wants it, passes up to Mora. Peter there, good hustle though. Great, good decision by Mora to pull that out.
He's going to pull it out.
Oh, Evan's going for the tray ball. Good, not this one, no baby.
He got it.
That's going to be key for them too. Evan's going to get hot. He's a pure shooter.
He is a pure
One of the
shooter.
best shot forms I've seen in wheelchair basketball besides Pat Anderson. But
I think they're going to look to answer.
Peter's going to look to answer and good. He hits it. We got a shooting break going on right now, Noah.
Yep. The phone is ringing, and people have been answering the calls so far. AT&T's going to have to get in on this.
Evan's got the fast break. You know, I want to point this out, and good bucket by Evan. Houston press has not really worked.
No.
I think they should try to back it up, like do the half-court defense, because so far the Bucks are burning them on transition. So.
It's hard to press people that are big, and they can get people over half fast. Yeah.
And we got number 32 in the middle.
But they might have a chance here.
Keyshawn. Looks like they're going to have good cross by Evan, but Carrington way to check his shoulders and get back.
They're going to look to give it to, hopefully, Evan on the offside and run a power side.
Yeah, he's feeling good right now. They want to get over.
Ooh, Carrington almost had a.
Let's see if they can get the pick.
Foul.
Oh, beautiful pick and roll by Mora. I just could not finish, but
she's right there.
I mean, like you just said, getting over to Evan, they have to respect him as a shooter, so that let Mora just roll in, and Peter's going to look for the three, and he makes it. Bucket, baby.
Peter is really bringing up this.
Yeah, he is feeling himself right now.
6 points in the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, that's a good sign for Houston, getting Peter going.
Yep.
Evan's going to try to push back and help the Bucks out.
And we might be looking for an answer here.
Yeah, maybe Evan's going to look for the three. And good pump fake.
Good pump fake by Evan.
Carrington's there, though. Let's see what the Oberst twins can do here. Or the brothers, my bad.
And he's going to look to shoot.
Rocket. The scary thing about Thomas is that he can go inside and outside, so he's so versatile and he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Yep. Houston, though, has got some...
Speed coming in. Oh,
yep.
A little communication there.
Miscommunication's gonna.
So this technical foul brings up a good point. So if you watch able-bodied basketball, you can see sometimes that they run out of bounds and come all the way back in. But in wheelchair basketball, you're not allowed to go underneath the baseline and come back out. It's a technical foul. So if you go out of bounds, you have to come back to where you came in. Otherwise, and who has the technical foul on? Peter. I'm not sure, so but it's going to be, I think, 2 free throws in the ball for the Bucks.
Well, they're going to get the ball anyway because the ball is going to go out to their possession. But so far, what are some of your initial thoughts on this game so far?
The Bucks, I mean, they're coming out strong. I mean, you and I were talking before the game, and if the Bucks can come out pushing hard and establishing those bigs inside, they really haven't had to. I mean, like you and I were talking about, they're busting the press right now. Like you're making that press look really weak. So. Good props to them. And
a couple missed layups, though. It's just really focusing on that bank shot. Getting enough power. Yep. And they're only going to get one free throw here.
Okay, but they will get the ball, though, like you said. So, but yeah, I think that's what. How about you? What have you seen so far?
I think Houston is really just got to start to work their offense. They tried a couple 3 balls, and they had some great hits from
Peter's
Peter.
hitting right now.
Peter's hitting from the 3. I think they need to utilize that more to draw out the defenders and work some pick and rolls and get some of these guys inside the key.
Sure, and number 40.
Well, we got a 3 right off the bat from number 43.
Lucas.
Sorry,
Lucas. We will get your name down. Garrett's looking for the 3 now, and he pulls up and off and.
Just right there,
It's really interesting to see them taking so many threes. Like, they don't necessarily need to do that. Like, they have the speed and the shooters to just go down and try to work like a power or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see them shooting so many threes right now. Thomas controlling the ball, looking for some outlets, get into a ball handler's hand. Evan gets into the ball.
And I think they got to try to work something. I think he's just going to post him up.
Lucas has a mismatch and takes it, but misses, and the good hustle leads. Oh, and it's going to be...
A rule in wheelchair basketball is that if you're going out and you throw the ball behind you, you can't try to throw it at their chair. You got to throw it.
You have to make an attempt look like you're trying to save it.
Yeah.
So there, Steve, one of the veteran refs, thought it looked intentional that he was trying to throw it off his chair, so he called it the other way.
Yep. And those are rare cases too. I haven't really seen too many that swing that way, where it looks intentional, but it is.
Peter with another three. It's good. He's feeling good right now. Bucks coach called a timeout, wants to just settle down Peter right now. Maybe get him called, but then talk to his team. So,
and I think we're going to a commercial right now.
Yo, DK in the house. March Madness. Crazy. Hey, October 12th and 13th, we're going to be at Venice Beach and we're going to be serving our veterans. People who have served in the military. You could call it the war by the shore, but DK3, the first outdoor championships for veterans. Come on out. It's going to be rocking. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So when you want to have a college program that you want to go to, you want to have as many options as possible. And the only way you're going to have a ton of options is looking at your grades and making sure you're doing the best you can in school. Really working on time management, organizing yourself well, and putting all of your effort into your grades. Give yourself the best option possible.
what do you think the Bucks coach was telling his team?
I think for the Bucks, I think they were just working. You know, that last offensive play was they couldn't get any real offense to go and eventually had to settle on a post-up shot from around 10 feet away. I think he was telling them to really try to slow down and get people over the court.
And we're going to have more for the fast break.
We're going to have more for a fast break.
Good job by Aaron Berry. He just checked in the game for Keyshawn. And a good post-up there by Thomas over.
Showing that height that he has over a lot of these players.
I think the only one that can really match his height is Garrett, and as we speak of his name, Garrett's inside fadeaway jumper from the base. No good. I think Garrett is getting a little uncomfortable with the bigs right now, and they're gonna call a push on number 43.
Which is very confusing because I'm pretty sure 43 ran into the other player.
Yeah, it looked like 43 had position, and it looked like Garrett ran into Lucas, and so.
But I think as he was falling over, he might have pushed him over.
Maybe. I think
that's my best guess right
that's
now.
What the ref called was a push, so I think that is what it is. And Peter looked for another three and off. I think that was a heat check right there.
I think it was a heat check, but it was also a little rushed too because there was a guy in his face, unlike the other attempts.
Pass on over to Lucas, back over to Thomas.
And he was really in his face. I think he could have pump faked, maybe drove in, or tried to drew a foul or contact if he waited a second more.
Yeah, I think a lot of these kids need to learn that. I mean, like, Peter just hit so many, so you can show that three and get people to come out and use that to your advantage and not always have to shoot it. And Evan inside just couldn't get it to fall.
Yep.
Those are gonna be big. When they get inside the Bucks, they gotta capitalize on those. Peter looks and doesn't see anyone, but he sees Carrington inside. Now back over to Garrett. Good look, and looked like Garrett felt a little pressure from Owen. We're gonna call a foul on Carrington. Looks like he came up from behind and grabbed Evan. So.
Yep. And sometimes that's just tough. Sometimes you think you can get the ball, swipe at it, but you can. It's real easy for a ref to call foul if you swipe down at players.
Yes.
You should try to swipe.
Yes, and then especially when you bring that player down with you. Most of the time they're going to call that on you.
Especially even if you have the ball. You know, that's the tough part about it. You could get 100% ball, but be swiping down, the ref will probably call it on you because it just looks so
aggressive. So you want to keep the players safe and make sure no one gets injured. We got a pretty good crowd today, Noah, for the game. It looks like there's a lot of still seats, people sitting on the
sidelines. They're coming up to the second floor too to get a better view.
We got a very good crowd for this varsity championship game.
And also a shout out to the DJ. He is killing it.
Yeah, he is. Really good music and making it a very fun atmosphere for everyone here. So.
Yep. I'm gonna get down a little bit.
I'm gonna dance a little bit. Okay. All right, no, okay.
All right, we're back.
Bucks have the ball, and they're gonna throw it on up to number 43 Lucas. Lucas looking, sees Mora. Mora wisely does not throw it, but sees Evan on the break. Pass it in, and
Good pass.
beautiful pass, and the good left hand right there.
Yep.
That was a beautiful pass by Evan and his brother Thomas.
They had to. He threaded a needle.
Yes, he did.
Those are tough, but they're also amazing when you get it.
And
Carrington's going to try to take a one-on-one here.
Yep. He doesn't like what he sees, so pass it over to Dustin. That's Dustin's shot, but just couldn't get it to fall. And Thomas on the break.
Thomas wide
Carrington
open down the middle. And
good move by Thomas blocking Carrington off from that. And a good shot.
I was a little worried that he would be too far under.
Well, I thought props to Thomas before we go to commercial break, turning his chair to disengage Carrington with a good hustle. So
we're going to go to a break really quick.
They've said a lot of things about Tony Harris. They said she was too slow, too weak. They said she'd never get to the next level. Yeah, people have made a lot of assumptions about Tony.
But I've never been a big fan of assumptions.
And neither have we. Introducing the hybrid that will shatter perceptions. The all-new built-for-speed RAV4 hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Yep.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Who called that? Houston or the Bucks?
It was Houston that called the timeout. I think they really need to settle down.
Yeah, that's
rework some things right now. It's just because right now it's a 8-point lead for the Bucks right now.
Yep.
Everything's working in their favor.
Yeah, Bucks are clicking really well right now, so they're feeling good. They're playing really good defensively. They're making Houston shoot outside, and they're taking away Garrett from that inside shot, which has been killing everyone else this whole weekend. So
yeah, Garrett's gonna try to get baseline, but not there. I think Carrington's gonna try to take the top and look for a three, which
and he's looking for the three, and it goes up, and it's good. Good answer by Carrington to get that timeout, giving his team some energy and some life.
Yep, they're gonna have to get a stop here, and that's just gonna boost them even more if they can get a stop here.
Good pass over to and
and
good hands by Aaron Berry to stop that break, and nice little
move,
by Lucas.
But they're gonna have about
they're gonna call that a charge. Yeah, Carrington was definitely there. More looked like she had a little bit not under control. So
yeah. I thought it was a good pass fake that she did. I think if she bounced up after she pounds fake.
I think she got a little nervous getting that pass. I don't think she was really looking for. Well, I think she was thinking too much like she wanted to pass it over or not. So you got Carrington on the ball.
They're looking for a cross pick right now.
Yeah, from Aaron Berry or Peter
Carrington
Berry
or someone. Yep. Carrington's just gonna try to take one-on-one.
Sees Aaron Berry. Let's see if he shakes a shot and way off the mark.
It's all right. Sometimes the first shot jitters, it happens to a lot of
First shot of the tournament. He's a young kid. I know this might be his first championship game, so.
And good ball handling right now.
Great move by Evan, right inside, and easy bucket. That was a beautiful move. And really, Lucas created that by coming over and across that pick, so it made it hard for Carrington to decide which one he wanted to go to.
Carrington drove in, did not get picked out, and then Evan attacked the back.
Very, very good job by Evan. And deep three by Carrington going up and way off the mark. And again,
I think that was trying just to shift the momentum three, kind of. Which I think a two would have answered simply enough. That was a good steal, yep.
Pass on over to Garrett. Good job inside, mismatch, and great bucket.
Yep.
Really good game thus far. I mean, both teams going back and forth. Milwaukee's still breaking this press, and very surprising that. Just could not handle the ball. But speaking of that press, they still are not very effective. I mean, Milwaukee's getting over that court and the press breaks. And it looks like the Bucks are going to take a timeout, and we're going to go to another commercial break.
Can I get one of those?
What?
yourself with guys who are going through the same struggle as you kind of feel that camaraderie and family that you had in the military.
I knew I liked basketball, so it made sense to try wheelchair basketball, but I had no idea that I could be really good at this.
And we're back in the action, and it looks like Travis is struggling to get that ball over the press, and they get it over.
They get it.
Very, very close call there. And Thomas Oberson side, and just too big for Carrington.
Yep. And I think Carrington should have tried to reach for that pass. I think he should have stayed there, positioned himself to try to
make it a tougher shot.
Make it as tough as a shot, because that was way too easy for
Carrington on that baseline with Garrett. Oh, they got to go to pick and roll here. And Evan, good help on that forward side. Garrett gets his own rebound and puts it back up.
That was a good move.
And they got another fast break if they want it. Thomas Obers with the ball.
And Evan's going to come in.
Yep, Evan's going to be
speed.
racing down. And gets inside, and easy bucket
He's
again.
He's lay it up next.
Very good job in that transition game for the Bucks right now. 28-21. The Bucks controlling this lead thus far. Carrington with a deep three, and
I think Carrington's taking a lot of threes right now.
I think he's frustrated with his play, so he's just trying to.
I think if anybody should be taking threes in this game, it's Peter.
Yeah,
Peter's hit 2 in a row.
Yep.
He's obviously feeling it.
Yep. And a good steal on that left side, and Evan inside again.
I like that Carrington has the range. I just don't think he has the shot right this second.
No, this is the man that you want taking that 3 ball if you're really looking for it.
Because they're going to have to respect it and jump out on him too.
For sure, and Carrington inside, but a bad pass by Peter. Evan looking for an outlet, finds his brother, and they got numbers again if they want it. Good pass by Thomas.
And Audrey's going to look to make a layup.
Yep, and just a little short.
Right there, a little short.
Audrey in the back of the play. Hustling back though. Sees Peter.
Cutting down
Peter.
the middle.
Good find.
Yep. And that was just a miscommunication on defense.
The Bucks just could not find him and pick him up.
They did not recognize threats, I think, and that led a wide open middle to Peter.
And the Bucks are going to have more numbers if they want it. Evan racing on Carrington. Thomas Obers inside, and those are just easy buckets.
And he's going to get it. Carrington's going to try to back pick Obers right now. Keep him out. I think if you're getting back picked, you just got to go after the ball.
Yeah.
You don't want to try to beat someone in open court if they have speed on you. Just head towards the ball and try to either get the ball or follow the guy with the ball.
For sure, and good steal here by Dustin. And just
a little short.
Yeah, I think.
And they threw it. Carrington's going to show that speed right now.
They're calling a hold on number 43, Lucas, on the Bucks. So it's going to be Houston ball. And another timeout called. So, timeout by Houston. So we're going to go to another break.
Yep.
Back, and in this 30-second timeout, we're just Price Ham just really getting into his players, telling them to calm down and not let this game get out of hand.
Yep. I think right now the Bucks are playing really well. They're getting inside where they're comfortable. They're really taking these height mismatches and using them really well.
And as we see, Houston's going to drop back their press and try to.
If it was me, I would try to see Houston try to let him make him try to beat you from the outside.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. Instead of leaving open these height mismatches, make him
good
beat
hand by Peter Berry.
Evan's gonna have some.
Over to Thomas's brother and bucket. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. He's gonna hit from out there. But yeah, I agree. I mean, they've been killing you on the inside, so make them earn their buckets on that outside.
Yep, and we got a good number situation here. We're going to look for a steal.
Peter, good steal for Garrett, and Garrett calls for it inside, and he missed it, but Carrington's
right
there to
there.
pick it up.
Carrington's got him. And that was a great steal by Peter, recognizing that, what's his name? Garrick was right behind him and getting him right inside the key for that open, close shot.
And Thomas, just a monster inside the paint today, and another bucket. He's automatic in there today. That's a big boy in there. It's kind of hard to guard that.
That is tough.
Carrington racing down, sees Garrett again inside.
Garrett's inside, nobody of the height that can catch
Audrey
him.
not even close to him.
They're going to get set up. Houston taking off the press. I think they're going to try to conserve maybe energy, or maybe it's just not working right now.
Well, I mean, like we were talking, they were getting easy buckets, so trying to see if maybe their half-court doesn't work. Evan looking for a tray ball.
Right there.
A little off. Houston trying to look for numbers.
Yep.
Do not have a good cross by Peter.
And Garrick's going to see Carrington with a mismatch.
And Carrington has the ball inside, and just off, and Peter down low, tips it, and they're going to say Bucks ball.
And that could have gone either way. I think Peter did have a pretty good hand on that, but I also think the Bucks, Evan touched it as well. So it's kind of a toss-up at that point.
We see Moore come back in. Great minutes by Audrey there. Really good steals, playing really good defensively. So that's really nice to have it on your bench. So when you're able to come in, gives your starter some reps.
Yep. I think
we're going to see Thomas inside the paint already.
Great passes right now.
And just off. Really good push right there by Houston. It took 3 guys though to finally get Thomas to miss inside. And good cross by Peter.
They're going to have a mismatch.
And they're going to call a blocking foul on the shot, so Garrett's going to go to the line for 2.
And that was on number 43, Lucas. The Bucks are doing okay foul-wise. Number 21, Thomas has 2. Number 43, Lucas has 2, I believe, and I think Evan has 1.
That's not too bad. Yeah, 4:19 left in this first half. Garrett misses the first one.
And these last few minutes are critical for either team. You know, the Bucks obviously wanting to finish off this half strong,
getting a bigger lead, and then obviously Houston.
And then Houston's wanting to close this distance as much as they can.
Yep.
And if possible, I mean, it's possible at this point to even take the lead if you can get some good plays in, some good stops. So this is kind of a critical point in the game where you're really trying to just close this out right.
Evan sees his brother on that offside, and bucket. I mean, he's feeling good. I mean, he's hitting from everywhere, so nothing that Houston can do. He's just lighting it up.
Yep, Thomas is feeling his shot right now, which is really tough for Houston to defend because he can be inside or outside.
And fancy pass there, Dustin inside. They're going to call a foul on Lucas on the 43. I don't know about that one. I think
that was clean, but it's all right. You know, he's gonna pick up his third, and he's gonna have to start worrying about what he's doing.
Yeah,
it makes it tough when you pick up 3 in the first half.
Yeah, we see Audrey looking to check in probably for Lucas now, making sure he doesn't get that fourth for the half. And we'll probably see Lucas on the bench the majority. Good bucket by Dustin. See if Dustin can get this other one to go. And it's just off in a race to the ball. Peter Berry. Oh, good hustle by Peter. Just could not save it.
Pushing hard to get to that ball, but it's just not going to be there yet.
Coach Jordy over there
giving some instructions to some of his players on where to go. They're going to look for 21 because he's been the hot hand from outside. I think he's just going to pull up and shoot.
Oh my gosh, nothing but the bottom of it. I think he's had, I think he's hit a switch every single time he shot from that outside spot. He's feeling good from any side of the court right now. So good news for the Bucks.
You just gotta look to give him the ball, feed the hot hand.
Yes,
you know?
for sure. And it looks like Garrett's gonna look for that outside shot. Does not have it. Peter for the 3 ball and off, but Garrett inside for the cleanup, but couldn't get it. Scramble for the ball. Travis comes up with it. Nope. And it looks like they're still going for it.
It's
We're
going
gonna
to be
call
a
it
jump
ball. We're going to say
It's going to be Bucks ball. It should be
No.
Bucks ball.
Houston.
Because Houston got
Houston
the tip.
ball.
Didn't Houston get the tip?
I think so.
If it's a jump ball, it should be the Bucks ball.
Well, they're going to say, yeah, they're talking about it right now. Nope, they're just talking about something else, but I guess they're going to say it's Houston ball. We got Carrington out here on that high spot, maybe looking for a 3 or a one-on-one cut. Yeah,
I think he's even going to try to get that cross pick from
Yeah, we
Peter,
got Peter on that baseline shot.
Peter's going to try to run this power side right now.
Not a good look. Oh, and a good pass. And just cannot finish. Buck's looking for an outlet. Passes it to Evan. Good move by
Evan
Evan.
showing some chair skills
Yes,
right now.
for sure. Good job by Evan and great job by Trap. They're going to call a charge. Gary getting a little fired up, trying to get his team to rally and close this gap before the halftime comes in.
Yep. And that was some great chair skills right there from
Evan, yeah.
Evan just tilting his chair to get around Peter.
Yes.
Who was hoping to draw a charge off of him. But
And good pick and roll here. Oh, and the pass out to Carrington.
Carrington's gonna shoot
And
a
it's
3.
off. Cannot find it from 3 right now. And they're going to call 3 seconds on Garrett.
they're going to call 3 seconds, which is, he never really left the key
No.
after the shot.
So good call by veteran referee Steve.
Steve.
It's our boy, and they're again going to 21.
I think he's going to pull up
he's
and
going to
shoot.
pull up, and and that one's
And
first
see how
miss.
that one was different? He really rushed the shot.
Yeah, he didn't hold the follow through. He had a
And they're
couple-
going to be a mismatch here.
Oh, and a good fake by Carrington.
Carrington's
And
just faking up and down the
good finish to
court.
the left, and more on that break again, but good hustle. And they're going to call another charge.
And that one just really confused me because I don't think that should have been a charge.
No, I think she had position, and number 20 on Houston, Rodrigo.
Oh, yeah,
was
Rodrigo.
not there in time.
Yeah, so that one confused me, but it's all right. I think that will be her first foul she picks up.
And we got Garrett on that screen side with Dustin trying to work something, and he sees him down low, but a little uncomfortable.
I think he should have not
Yeah.
passed it. I think he should have posted up number 33.
Yep.
Travis, I think he should have just posted him up.
Yeah.
He was at the low block. The big was drawn down baseline. He should have posted him up right there.
For sure, and now we got bonus here. We got a timeout, so we'll be back after this commercial break.
There will be people out there saying, wow, do you guys know about that Hotwheels program they're running down there?
For other people, they don't got time to work out as hard as I go. Man, you better eat your greens, man. You better eat on point, man. You better feed your machine, man. Your body's a machine, boy.
We're like car wrecks. Everybody looks, but they don't know really how to ask the questions.
They be like, he can ride from the wheelchair. What does it have to do with me being in the wheelchair?
Final 3, guys. Final 3. That's it. One more. And we're the champions again, guys. Let's get it. Let's go. It's all about playing together, you know? One team, one unit.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We're shooting some free throws. We're in bonus, so 1-1. This is the first shot from Thomas.
And no good.
No good.
Again, look a little rush there. You're going to hold that follow through while we're shooting free throws, but I mean, Thomas is feeling good today, so it's going to be a look to Peter, and Peter shoots a 3, and that looked rushed too.
I think everyone's just trying to make some
hero plays right now,
but
they don't need that. I mean, why they've been so good this year is they played as a team and just played Houston ball, and it looks like I think they're a little uncomfortable with being down
so
by
much.
12. Yeah,
They're trying to close this distance with some big plays, but a lot of small plays kind of will chip away.
Yeah, they can add it. Yeah, I mean, shot by Thomas and he gets the friendly ball.
Friendly roll.
You know you're hot. Yeah, you know you're hot when you get that shooter's touch. But yeah, I mean, going back to what you said, like Houston's not big. It's not like there's 2 minutes left in the second half where they need to shuck up threes and go. See, like perfect. Like that's what they need to find is those mismatches. Good shot by Dustin.
And I think Garrick should be looking for Travis almost every time he go on offense. He shouldn't be going to the other side where the bigs are.
Oh, and Evan looking for the 3 ball and off and just cannot control it.
They're gonna get the ball back.
41 seconds left.
Well, like I was saying, because he can mismatch easy on that person, and how dominant he's been this whole tournament. I think that would be paradise for Garrick at this point.
I think it's that varsity mentality, right? Just trying to get in the paint and not being court aware and being smart with being that big.
Yep.
And Evan's gonna pass it over to his brother.
Gonna swing it right over to the hot hand, and he's gonna drain another one.
Oh my gosh, he can't be stopped right now.
They gotta get out on Thomas at this point. They cannot be allowing him to shoot this many shots from outside.
They need to start jumping him.
He's proven that he's hot right now.
Carrington dribbled the ball looking for Peter Berry. Peter Berry from that 45 angle and tough.
Yep.
13-12 seconds left. Bucks with a commanding lead right now. Gonna look to make that last shot, maybe come in with some more points. 5 seconds left. 4. Travis with a 3 ball.
Travis.
And off the mark. And we're gonna go into halftime with a 44-30 lead. The Bucks are commanding this game right now, and we're gonna come back in the second half. Trice's gonna rally his troops and try to get some buckets this next half. So we will see you in about 10 minutes.
Yep.
We're here at Performax today with the one and only Matt Scott.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for making the trip to Dallas.
This is my first trip to the Performax headquarters, so I had never actually seen what it takes for it to go from like a small couple bars to a gold medal chair. Yeah, finished product. It's been amazing and a cool experience to see a finished product and what it starts from.
Tell us a little bit about how the involvement with Performax helps you achieve your goals as an athlete.
The first wheelchair basketball chair that I've ever had was a Performax. The first time I've ever been in a sports chair was a Performax. And I think me playing in a Performax really allows me to perform at the best of my ability.
Let's talk about the U.S. Paralympic team a little bit. So you're a defending gold medalist.
That's right.
Can you talk about your journey to get that gold?
It was quite the drought that we were on. I was part of the team in 04, in 08, in 2012 that wasn't able to bring home the gold. So to finally make our way up to the top of the mountain and show the world what we're truly capable of was just, I mean, it took a lot.
So you have your professional wheelchair basketball career in Europe.
Yep.
Then obviously you have some involvement here in the U.S.
Yep.
What are your future plans for that?
Well, I want to go to Tokyo. It's no secret to anybody that I want to be a part of that team. I'm going to work my butt off and bring home another gold medal. That's the ultimate goal. We've set a standard for ourselves, a golden standard. We've proved to the world that we're the best team, and I want to be a part of it when we do it back to back.
So it's really important to take advantage of the services that are available, and two of those resources are vocational rehabilitation and SSI. Vocational rehabilitation is really important because their job is to prepare individuals with disabilities to have careers, and college education is a big part of that. The key though with DVR is to get started early, at least your junior year of high school. As far as SSI goes, it's federal money that's there for your student to take advantage of while they are in school to help them get through. What we see a lot of times is that it's a process that takes time. When students and parents wait until midway through their senior year of high school, it becomes too late, too much time to get that settled before they go to school. And there's so many systemic barriers that are in place for students with disability that this is one thing that's really important to give your child the best opportunity. While it's work to put in and it's time to put in, it's ultimately in the long run incredibly important to get that taken care of, to go on and have a college education and to go on and be whatever it is that they want to be after they graduate high school.
They've said a lot of things about Toni Harris. They said she was too slow, too weak. They said she'd never get to the next level. Yeah, people have made a lot of assumptions about Toni.
But I've never been a big fan of assumptions.
And neither have we. Introducing the hybrid that will shatter perceptions. The all-new Built for Speed RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Cause I got that winning feeling. They can't slow me down. I got that winning feeling.
This is our 14th annual DK 3-on-3.
40, 50 athletes are all coming together throughout the course of 2 days, and we're just kind of battling against each other 3-on-3 style.
You know, there's veterans, there's gold medalists, there's Paralympians, and I love that format just because you wouldn't necessarily play with some of those people all the time. You step out of the normal 5-on-5 and just have fun with it.
I got that winning feeling.
19 Toyota Varsity National Championship game. I'm here with Coach Jordan Scheidecker. Coach, you guys are up to a big lead at halftime. How you feeling?
Oh man, I know Houston. We've been playing them for a while. So a lot of my guys, they come to summer camps, and you see them around. They're some ballers, man. And I know they can hit some big shots. I'm telling our guys right now, keep running our defensive rotations because they can get hot at any time. 14 points is nothing to them. They got some shooters on that team for sure.
Now talking about shooters, Thomas Oberst is on fire. 28 points at halftime. Was this part of the game plan, or are you just on fire?
Yeah, it's nice that we're able to kind of run our game plan for the first time all season. They press us, and it's been tough for us. I've been telling the guys all year just to believe in what we got going on, and now we're playing our game. And we talked to the guys before, their shooting percentages were a little low, and I think it's because they were putting the ball on the floor and trying to eye up the rim again. We're swinging the ball back and forth, if you can't tell, catch and shoot, and it looks really, really nice. A team ball game for sure.
Yeah, great team game, Coach, and great performance in the first half. Good luck to you and yours in the second half.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it. Not done yet, though. Definitely not done yet.
Yeah, he's right, folks. We're not done yet. Second half coming to you soon on Facebook Live. Stay tuned. We're good.
You know, it's a culture. Anybody that sees it and feels it wants to be part of it.
It's an honor being invited to this and just kind of seeing there's so much talent.
I hope that I'm invited back. The idea of growing this into a more of a national experience is something I would really be behind.
Now that we're looking at men and women gold medalists here in the United States, kids have a legitimate vehicle to dream about being a wheelchair basketball player. Not about being Michael Jordan or Kevin Durant. Now you can dream about being a Steve Serio or Matt Scott or a Becca Murray, and that could be you.
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
University of Illinois was the birthplace for wheelchair basketball here in the United States. That was all spearheaded by Dr. Tim Nugent. He was an incredible man that, returning from World War II, saw many of his friends that were World War II veterans that didn't have access to the same facilities and maybe sports and activities that they had in the past, came back to the States and they wanted to pursue an education with the GI Bill, but didn't have the accessibility here. And what Dr. Nugent wanted to do was make it accessible for them, and the best way of getting attention to their accessibility was putting them into sports. And because you had a group of guys, they started playing wheelchair basketball. Dr. Nugent spearheaded that for the ADA, for everything that it came for accessibility and for wheelchair basketball, creating the NWBA and creating incredible opportunities for thousands of individuals with disabilities to play an incredible game of wheelchair basketball across the country and internationally.
Surrounding yourself with guys who are going through the same struggle as you kind of feel that camaraderie and family that you had in the military.
I knew I liked basketball, so it made sense to try wheelchair basketball, but I had no idea that I could be really good at this.
Bond that sometimes you spend your whole life trying to find again.
I go to war with them, and I do when we go to war on the court every time.
So when you want to have a college program that you want to go to, you want to have as many options as possible. And the only way you're going to have a ton of options is looking at your grades and making sure you're doing the best you can in school. Really working on time management, organizing yourself well, and putting all of your effort into your grades. Give yourself the best option possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the second half of this Varsity National Championship game. What do you think Trice was telling his team down 14 going into the second half?
I think they really need to work on getting defensive stops and stopping Thomas from shooting from outside.
Speak of the devil, looking for that post-up fadeaway.
Thomas is going to look for his first shot.
Good defense there, and Houston controls the ball.
Yep.
I think they need to start out with a big bucket right here, get their offensive flowing.
Yep, I think
an
score
easy
is going to be good. Yep.
And pass out to Peter from that baseline, and no good, but Keyshawn with a put back.
Keyshawn got in there, could not finish though. They're going to outlet it too far to him.
Just a little bit out of her reach, and
I think they're going to play up on there.
Carrington
a little bit of a hold, and he's going to try a crazy bounce pass to, and I think that was just a little bit of a reckless move.
For sure.
You should really try to focus on getting the ball to your players.
And I think they just need to value their possessions right now. I think they need to just settle down and get the best shot possible. Carrington looking for that shot on the baseline, pump fake.
Right to Keyshawn.
Yep. And
right
back into Carrington, little reverse. And they're going to call 3 seconds on the kick.
And that was the right call. I mean, he got the ball in the paint and then he passed it away from the paint but stayed in the paint. And that, you got to get out the paint once you get the ball.
Yes, for sure.
If you pass it out, you got to get
trying to get that cross pick, but cannot get it.
Yep.
Good defense right now by the Hotwheels, not letting the Bucks.
And I think they're fine right now. They don't really have to worry. They're going to get the ball to Evan.
Clock winding down. Evan inside, looking to run something here.
10 seconds. He's going to probably look to shoot this one.
And a little bit short.
A little short.
Peter on that break.
A long pass to Peter.
They're going to cross by Carrington. And, trying to get fancy with it.
Yep.
There's no need for that.
There is no need right now. I mean, a simple hook pass would have completed the job, but we turned the ball over. And that's 2 passes where they tried to be fancy with it, and it has not worked out.
No. And there were 2 passes, too, where it's fancy, but all they needed was a nice little hook pass.
And this is tough because right now you can't be turning the ball over right now.
Good shot by Mora there on that outside shot. Yep. And now that Bucks lead is 16. Houston's going to need a big bucket here to get something going for them.
Yep. He's going to get inside, and they're going to give it to Garrett.
And good.
He's going to get
tap out by Thomas. And Garrett's back in that key, and looks like he's gonna have a good shot. Thomas
And
wisely.
Thomas choosing not to put a hand up, and I think
and
that's
good
because he
pick.
doesn't want to draw a foul.
Because he knows the rest have been calling it tight, so take the 2 points. You have a good lead. No need to get that and one.
Yep.
And again,
Also, just to get your third foul. That'll be his third foul if you got it.
yes, and a long pass, and a really good one to say the least. And looks like Evan's gonna.
Just in
that pass
time.
by Thomas, but no need to freak out. You still have the lead.
And I think that was just same thing with Houston. You know, they're trying to thread
those little needles.
But they had a full, almost a full shot clock to work with. Garrett's gonna try to post up.
And it's good money. Where did he go to? Travis's side.
Yeah, he went right to Travis, and that worked out for him. I think that's what they need to do.
Yep, he needs to go back to that spot.
And some players are stuck right now. They're going to try to get unstuck. They're going to take Thomas out, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, very interesting.
And I don't really understand this call to take Thomas out right now.
Yeah,
I think
he's your hottest player right now, and I know it's only it's a 12-point lead, but there's 17 minutes. That's a lot of time, and taking out your biggest guy is going to really give Garrett that opportunity to go inside now.
Yep. But we're gonna get these players set up for their press break.
It'll be interesting to see how long they keep Thomas on the bench.
Yeah. Because he's proven to be one of their biggest threats right now.
Yep. Good pick by
Evans.
Lucas
Just gonna break it.
And they got numbers here. Good steal by Mora. They're gonna call. I don't know what to call.
They're gonna call
a hold on number 43, Garrett.
Number 43.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't either, but they got lucky there for that pass, for that to go around. Mira making her first outside shot. I think they might be looking to get it in her hands again.
To Lucas, and a good finish by Lucas.
Lucas has got a nice touch inside so far this
does.
tournament. He's been making a lot of these inside shots.
Just off of that good pick and roll too.
And they're gonna have a 4-on-5 right coming up here. But Garrett's just gonna get inside and lay it up for 2.
Still that 12-point lead.
Yep.
Thomas, I can see him just wanting to get back into this game.
Yeah.
Evan pushing up court, and he falls again. This looks like he's going a little fast, but number 32 with this not able to hold on to it.
Keyshawn just dropping the ball.
That's
tough. That's always the toughest. Mentally too.
Yeah. Especially because they just had they need to get back in this game. That would have been an easy bucket for them.
Yep. But they're gonna get a full shot clock again. The Bucks. Audrey almost with a great look.
And they're gonna have numbers here if they want it.
Travis is doing well, going straight after Garrett and leaving the other two because Garrett.
Good finish by Peter Berry. And we see Thomas coming to check back into the game.
Yep.
10-point lead now. Wisely, the Bucks are going to take a timeout and just collect themselves, and we'll be back after this break.
Yo, DK in the house. March Madness. Crazy. Hey, October 12th and 13th, we're going to be at Venice Beach and we're going to be serving our veterans. People who have served in the military. You could call it the war by the shore, but DK3, the first outdoor championships for veterans. Come on out. It's going to be rocking. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We're hearing it right now from this Houston crowd trying to rally their troops and get some energy and some life into these Houston players.
Get some crowd involvement here.
For sure. And we're going to have a pass inside to...
Evan's doing really well with some of these passes, really just dishing it right over.
Yes.
Mira's got to watch out. She's right on the base, and that's a tough spot to be in. Oh, but Evan's getting a good cut.
Good pass by Moore into Evan, and Evan's going to post up on Carrington misses that one.
Misses the
Houston
shot.
Getting loud. Trying to get these Houston boys, get some easy buckets, passing to Garrett. This would be a huge bucket. Momentum shifter. Good bucket right there, down to 8 points now. That was a huge, huge bucket.
That was huge. And that's what they need. They need stops.
Yep.
And they need just solid buckets right now. As you can see, they haven't shot a 3 yet.
And good decision by Thomas just to get over that half-court line.
Opting.
Evan, captain of this Bucks team, just slowing down the pace. No need to rush anything.
Yep.
They have a pick and roll here if they want it. Good patience.
And they're going to call 30 seconds.
Shot clock violation. This Houston crowd is letting them hear it. Good shot clock violation there by Houston Hotwheels, changing this momentum.
And they found some good momentum right now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, back into
Garrett
Garrett.
is going to take a shot.
Oh, just
off.
Passing out to Mora.
And a miscommunication right now.
I don't think Mora knew that was coming.
Yep.
We're going to have another timeout by the Bucks coach, calling down his players.
Which is good. I think it's a good plan.
Yeah.
So the big difference between the juniors and the college game with classification is making sure that you have to play the right classifications to the right spots. In a junior game, individuals that don't necessarily follow the same classifications as they do in college could get more playing time or play in different lineups. In the college game, it's a little bit more structured in what the classifications are, so there might be players that are limited in their amount of play just depending on how many classifications are out there. It becomes very much a mathematical puzzle that the coaches and staff are having to put together in every possession. The gameplay doesn't necessarily translate from juniors to college immediately. You'll see some players that might be really effective in the junior game may struggle in the college game if they don't have the same speed, the same shooting talent, or maybe just not the same strength and height. It's important for them to work on these.
Peter, right back to Carrington. Carrington controlling this ball, down 8, 14 minutes to go. Good crossover by Carrington, but got to get rid of it right there, and Garrett's got that post.
Give it to Garrett.
And it's money. Houston is chipping away at this lead. They're doing what we thought they should do earlier, just get some easy buckets.
Yep.
Stop the play for player safety.
Yep, they're going to stop it for player safety, which is good.
Yep.
I mean, don't want people who fall on the ground and get run over or hit with a chair. That's the worst that can happen. So I think it was the right call by the refs to stop, wait till he gets up, and resume. The Bucks going to look to use this stoppage to get set up in their set.
Looks like Travis going to pass it over to Thomas Overs. They got that big pick and roll there, and bucket by
Thomas is going to knock it down again.
Silence the crowd and get his team back under control.
Oh, Carrington with the big
out of control, but controlled by
dribble.
Keyshawn.
But they're going to get it back.
And Garrett's racing on the
and
court.
And see, Thomas is going to go.
Oh, a good pass on over, though, by Carrington. They're going to say Houston ball.
Houston ball. And that was a crazy pass by Garrett.
Yeah, it was.
Peter's going to take a shot. He's been off.
Yeah,
his threes were on earlier in the game, but his mid-range hasn't really found its mark yet, which is tough because Peter is widely known as one of the best junior shooters right now.
Yes, good hands there. By Peter, speaking of him.
So it must be tough for him. I think 43 is just going to try to look to post him up. Going to decide not to. Right to Thompson, who's been hot.
Oh my gosh, another bucket. He's feeling it right now, folks.
He's letting them know. He's taking over right now. And Houston's going to have to stop Thomas. He's the one with most of their points right now. I think he has like 28 points, almost 30.
Three, no good.
I think he's approaching that 30-point mark right now.
I think so too. And great outlet pass to Mora. They got numbers again.
And they're going to give it right to the hot hand.
Yep.
And they have to respect him.
Pass on over to Evan.
Evan, 43 should be taking that mismatch and calling for the ball.
Good pass into Mora, and good bucket. Very hard shot there, but made it look easy underneath.
Yep. Houston really has got to go back to what was working. They need to set up an offense and get some of these easy buckets.
Oh, they had the seal down low on that right side, but decided not to take it.
Because that was not the shot you wanted to make.
And Mora again on that fast break. Peter hustling to get there. Gets there in time and dish right back to Thomas, and a quick little floater inside.
And just like I was saying, Houston has really just got to focus on this offense right now, because crashing into the key and taking shots like that is just not going to win you a championship right now. And they got a nice miss. I love Garrett calling out for that. And he's going to...
just off though. Peter collects it. Oh, can't find it either. Mora again on the fast break.
In the fast break.
Harrington pushing hard to get there. And wasn't in time. More with some more easy buckets, and Houston's going to have to call timeout. Great run by the Bucks there to silence this crowd.
We're going to go to commercial really quick. Break the winning record, and then don't win the championship.
They've said a lot of things about Tony Harris. They said she was too slow, too weak. They said she'd never get to the next level. Yeah, people have made a lot of assumptions about Tony.
But I've never been a big fan of assumptions.
And neither have we. Introducing the hybrid that will shatter perceptions. The all-new built-for-speed RAV4 hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
And we're back. I think this timeout really forced them to talk to their players and tell them just calm down. Focus on these easy shots.
Like that one
like
right
that
there.
One. Yep.
I'm confused because that's what got them back in the game, and then they went away from it and started chucking up threes again.
Started chucking up bad shots that just weren't hitting. So let's see if they can slow it down. I mean, getting these stops too. Oh, it's going to work out in Bucks' favor.
Audrey this time.
Getting on the Bucks for the first time.
Yep, not going to miss that one.
Yep. Audrey coming fresh off of the ladies' national championship, winning that.
Does not take it through that time.
Yep. I think that was good. You know, calm it down.
Yep. Oh, and a rare miss by Peter on that baseline shot.
He's a little off right now, which is tough. Like I'm saying, he's one of the most consistent shooters.
Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Peter, of course.
Oh. But like I was saying, Peter is probably one of the best shooters in the juniors league right now. And so just to see him off right now is
really rare.
It's really rare.
Especially in this big setting. He loves the moment.
Yep.
And to see him this off is very surprising.
I think he needs to have that same confidence he had the first half when he was knocking down threes back to back.
Yes.
And just knocking down shots and really showing that he's one of the most dominant players right now.
In the junior division, yep. And Evan posting him up, and good shot right there on that block. Carrington bringing on the ball, looking.
And then Peter's going to look for this.
Oh no, he unselfishly gives it in, and
that was good.
Carrington, that was a good play right there.
Really drew out the defense, because I honestly thought Peter was going to pop the three, but.
And I know it looks like a big deficit, but the Hotwheels are not out of it. They just got to get a couple stops and some easy buckets, and they can be right back in it.
Yep.
Pass on over to Audrey, looking for one of her players.
Audrey's going to swing it to Thompson.
And it looks like they're going to have.
Thompson's going to dish it far.
And good.
Right on in.
Good look by Lucas.
Yep. And Audrey's going to wave away number 25 to help to get more people in the backfield to be on defense.
Good pump fake there.
And that was a really good pump fake by Carrington. You can see how it worked out. It drew the defender away. He drove low even more and dished the shot up.
Yes. Oh, and good steal there by Garrett.
A rush pass right now, you don't need to be taking those when you're this far up. There is no pressure to really get the ball super far up there really fast.
Dustin off too from that baseline shot. Gonna pass it on over to Lucas. Lucas just.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
miscommunication for Thomas.
Open. He's gonna tip it back to himself and easy bucket.
Thomas is really dominating right now.
Yeah, Thomas was just left wide open on that block, which is really interesting.
I think Thomas should be their #1 threat if they were talking about this.
Yes.
He's making, pretty much he's on fire from anywhere right now.
Carrington looking for the three.
Carrington looked for a three.
Can't get it. Peter gonna look for the
Peter
three.
gonna look for it.
And bucket.
There we go. I think that's what Peter needed. You know, it's gonna
see that
give
ball,
him that confidence again.
Those shooters will
shoot
see
again.
it sometimes go through the net. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
We got a sub coming in. Laura coming back in for Audrey.
Yep. I think that was the rest she needed. I think she's going to get a little break. And, of course, Moria has got a nice little rest, and now she's coming in kind of semi-fresh. I wouldn't say
completely, but
completely fresh.
Got a little bit of a rest.
Got a little bit of a rest.
Oh, and great steal.
Evan's just going to follow that.
Oh, and you see
He's
Evan
going to look to
doesn't
shoot.
know what to do, and they're going to call 3 seconds for me. Yeah, Evan looked a little uncomfortable, didn't know what to do.
I think he should have tried to follow her. I think he should have created that space for an
went the
open
other way.
layup. Yeah.
They would have had numbers because she had a great cross.
Yeah. And that's just sometimes hard to read. I think
Peter for the three and way
I think
off.
that was just a rush three. I know Peter has been hitting those threes, and like we just said, like that three that he made earlier really changed it for his shot, I think. But looking for his right.
And I just remember telling myself, don't close the eyes, because if I close my eyes, I'm gonna die.
He can ride from the wheelchair. What does that have to do with me being in the wheelchair?
What we do is beyond basketball. It's life and how we choose to live it.
Coming out of that timeout for Trice, just telling his players, let's get some easy buckets. We're not out of this game yet. A lot of time on the clock, so let's see what Houston comes out with.
Oh, and that just worked out in the Bucks' favor.
I think
fade away backwards.
I think Thomas will try to get it off for that 3-second call.
And Travis is going to try to stop Carrington, but
and they're going to.
Carrington's going to do a good job drawing that foul. If you create contact with your chair, most of the time it's going to get called. And that was just tough on Travis. It was an obvious speed mismatch for Carrington. Good job for Carrington for recognizing that.
For sure.
And really attacking at him to try to get him. But that's going to be his first foul, I believe, for Travis.
There should be money for Carrington, and that first one's a miss.
A rare miss, yeah. Rare miss from Carrington.
Again, I think Houston's just not used to playing down by this much.
Yeah.
Being undefeated the whole season, they've never known what a loss is, so they haven't had to play from a deficit.
Yeah. And so, but they shouldn't really be freaking out right now. They got plenty of time to get this ball and get this game back in their favor.
And good hands by Carrington there. Dustin did not realize what was happening, but he picks up the ball and gives it to Peter and saves
Peter's
it.
going to save it before it gets over half. And he's going to look to drive a little bit.
When he loses that
a missed dish to Garrett. And that's what I'm just saying. We got to clean up some of these passes right now.
That's the thing is they'll come get these turnovers, but then they make bad mistakes like that, like just bad passes or trying to do something fancy. So Evan just right down the middle, but Peter's there. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul on and I don't know if it's just me, but I'm a real stickler for fundamentals. not being super crazy with the passes. I get that making some of these passes really energizes people.
Yes.
Like if you make a good pass. But
And sometimes those passes are needed, but like when you can just do a regular like float pass over or a hug pass, you want to take those fundamental ones into account rather than trying to be fancy.
Yeah. Because turnovers are devastating to a team, and it gives the other team opportunities to make buckets on you.
Yeah, speaking of rare misses, 2 rare misses by Evan at the free throw line.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's also detrimental when you're down by this much, and Carrington looking to take a 3. No good. Carrington racing to get the ball, and looks like he saved it. And they're going to say player down and reset the play.
Yep.
Carrington.
Which I think Houston should be trying to figure out a set right now to run.
I think Carrington's made 1 3 today, so just off from that 3-point mark, which is also.
If anybody should be taking threes, I think it's Peter right now, because he's hit 4 of them.
And Carrington's gonna take another one.
missed
Peter
3 by
cleans it up,
Carrington.
gives it to Garrett. Oh, bad miss by Garrett. Tries to clean it up, but can't get it. Dustin has the ball. Gonna see it down low.
Gonna look for a
he
shot.
misses. Very unfortunate event right there for them.
That's just tough for any big guy.
Good hands by Aaron Berry. We're gonna call hold.
Call hold.
They got another foul on Thomas Overs. I wonder how many that is for him.
That's his 3rd.
Okay, so
he's got 2 to play with. Before. And Thomas has got to recognize that it's his 3rd, and that he needs to play a little more careful, because he is their hot hand, and he's been doing everything for them right now offensively. He needs to really slow it down. And Carrington, I recognize what he's trying to do, but Peter has shown that he can do it.
Yes.
And it's that whole hero thing, you know?
Yep.
Great pass from Carrington, though, right there.
Rear miss from that low block by Garrett.
But it's that idea of like people trying to be heroes.
Try to get their team back in the game.
Yep. When you don't really need that.
Nope. And easy bucket in transition for Overs.
Teams win championships.
Yep, not individuals.
Not individuals. So he's got to recognize that he has all these shooters on his team.
Yep. And you got to use them to your advantage. And he's going to take another 3. That one's really
hit one finally.
Looks like they were just trying to get the ball back. 13.
Going to cut it down to 13.
They need a stop here. Oh, and good reaching by Carrington. Sees him down low. And the finish.
Easy 2 points there.
Yep. Down by 11 now. Pass in and good hands by Dustin, but just could not get it. Pass over trying
and
to get
I think they should be looking to get someone over, not cross picking for Thomas. He's not fast enough to be able to get around these players.
Oh, and Lucas on the break, and I have looks like an easy bucket and 1. That hurts the momentum. But it must be frustrating for Houston because they keep like chipping away then.
And then a slight mistake like that is just going to bring them back down. And that's really tough.
Yep.
To get all these stops and tipping the ball, getting these balls.
And then it's not going your way today. And the 3-point play by Lucas puts them back up.
And Carrington's going to let it roll a little bit and look for that 3.
Deep 3 by Carrington.
Very deep 3. I don't think that he should have took that 3 in particular.
Looks like he's going to pass it on over to Lucas. It's off Carrington's chair.
And it's that idea of like, once you hit 1, you necessarily don't need to chuck up another one back to back. You can utilize that.
Yeah, like we were saying with Peter earlier, like he hit 3 in a row. Use that to your advantage. Like these Bucks players are respecting at the 3. So let them jump out on you. And miscommunication by Houston there. And a bad miss by Lucas, but they're gonna get a.
Carrington's gonna get a little hop, try and push him away from the thing, and the ref's gonna see that.
I think Houston's a little frustrated now, a little defeated.
But I mean,
we got a timeout by Trice Ham, and we'll be going to commercial.
I'll talk to you after this commercial.
So it's really important to take advantage of the services that are available, and two of those resources are vocational rehabilitation and SSI. Vocational rehabilitation is really important because their job is to prepare individuals with disabilities to have careers, and college education is a big part of that. The key though with DVR is to get started early, at least your junior year of high school. As far as SSI goes, it's federal money that's there for your student to take advantage of while they are in school to help them get through. What we see a lot of times is that it's a process that takes time. When students and parents wait until midway through their senior year of high school, it becomes too late, too much time to get that settled before they go to school. And there's so many systemic barriers that are in place for students with disabilities that this is one thing that's really important to give your child the best opportunity. While it's work to put in and it's time to put in, it's ultimately in the long run incredibly important to get that taken care of, to go on and have a college education and to go on and be whatever it is that they want to be after they graduate high school.
Yeah, for sure. And we got Lucas trying to get the first one and misses. Yeah, I think Carrington looks a little defeated down there.
He looks a little mad, a little angry at himself, but he's just got to get him. He's one of the most pivotal players on this team.
Yes.
He needs to.
He's their captain too, so
yeah.
Everyone looks up to him.
He needs to pick his head up and get going at this.
Rushing down the court, looking over to Peter. Peter's going to take a quick two, it looks like, and short. Oh, and scrap inside they're going to get. Looks like Carrington.
They're going to call a hold. Carrington's going to pick up another one. I think that might have been frustration a little bit.
He's got 4 fouls now, so Trey's telling him to be careful and doesn't want his senior to
foul out of this game because they have 4 minutes and they're only down.
Oh, and good steal by Carrington. Going to look inside to Peter, and
Peter's going to make a good catch.
Oh, and a good
dish
feed
it out.
inside. Oh, and missed by Garrett. And a put back in.
Garrett's going to put it in. And that's what they need to be doing. They cut it down to 13 now. It's really still in the ballpark.
Yep. Evan looking for Thomas and a miss. Sorry. And turnover.
And this is, if Houston can capitalize on this, it's even better. So they really need to look to capitalize here.
Garrett inside trying to get an easy bucket.
And he took advantage of Travis again.
And Carrington with the cleanup though. And the bucket's good.
And that's what they need. That's what they need.
Oh, and we're gonna have a back in on Aaron Berry. Good call right there.
Good call.
For sure, back in right into him. And now we're gonna go to 1-1.
And we're at 1-1.
And not the shooter they want on the line for sure. Houston, I mean, obviously the shooter that the Bucks want, but not Houston.
But Evan has been a little bit off from the free throw line, missing his last 2, if I remember right. And these are the times when you got to make the free throws.
Ooh, and a good friendly roll.
And a friendly roll, yeah.
Back to an 11-point lead. This is another big free throw for Evan, and misses that one.
Misses it, but
Carrington controls
and they're gonna keep him out of the play. Try to keep him out of the play, which is a good idea. He's one of their taller players. And
Carrington looking for another 3. Oh, good pump fake.
That's what I'm looking
Peter
for.
inside. Yep. And Peter looking for Carrington. Oh, and just a bad pass by Peter Berry.
Right off. And they're gonna get it over half. The Bucks really need to be looking to control this game.
Yep. Good play by Aaron Berry down there to get the ball.
That was a 2-on-1 situation. I think him tapping it out of bounds was the right way. Because they're both bigger than you. They both have size on you. Well, that's bigger than you. And, I think that was a good play.
11-point lead. 3:16.
Oh, you can see the double screen on the offside for Mora. I think they're going to look to get her a shot.
Pass into Thomas. Back to his brother.
They're going to give it. I think he's going to post it up. Yep, he's looking for that post-up shot.
And great shot there with a hand in his face. Can't play much better defense than that. Just better offense. And good steal there by Peter Berry.
Yes, Peter. That was
Easy
a
bucket
great
for
steal by
Carrington.
Peter Berry. Really utilizing that speed to get around Travis baseline and then seal Carrington in right behind him.
Pass on over to Evan. Evans going around, good pick by there, and Moore's on the fast break. Can she get to it though? And she does. And good hands by Peter.
Peter's gonna get the steal.
They got, looks like they're gonna have numbers here. Yep, they're gonna have numbers. Racing down. Oh, and just
that was tough for Peter. He got inside and maybe waited a little too long to get the shot off. Maybe not.
looks like the Bucks gonna have numbers. Easy 2-on-1 here. And a good bucket.
And that was a great pump fake. The pump fake isn't utilized much in wheelchair basketball, but when it is, it's very effective sometimes to get the defender to give you a little bit of space to shoot. Great post up by Garrett.
They need that stop. They can't keep trading bucket for bucket.
Yeah, they cannot trade bucket for bucket right now. They need to get turnovers and points. They're going to get a hook right there.
Number 23, Dustin.
And it's going to put Evan at the line. Yep, Evan at the line.
12-point lead. These are big free throws right here to maybe ice this game out.
Free throws win games.
Yes. Amen.
It's a old saying, but it's a true saying.
That one off the mark. Big miss right there.
Yep.
Gives Houston a break right there. And a deep three. Nothing but net.
He's going to bring it up to
a 9-point lead only.
No, it's not 9.
Yeah, it is.
68.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, yeah, it is 5. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
We're good. All right, they're going to get it in.
Lucas, and they're going to foul him.
And I don't know if you should have fouled Lucas. I believe he's been more on point than
any one
Evan
of their
has.
free throw shooters right now. So, nonetheless, I mean, they do kind of have to start fouling and want to get back in this game.
Yeah, quick fouls, get them to hope that they don't make their free throws, because that's going to stop them from making points and going to allow you to get transition buckets possibly. That was a crazy, almost from the yellow line.
I know.
3 from Carrington. Probably he knocked that. And Peter with his 5th foul. That's a big loss.
Yeah, big loss for Houston there.
I think the coach didn't recognize that Peter had 5.
Yep.
And so that's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough. You could obviously see some frustrations on Peter pushing back to the base, pushing back to his bench.
Yeah, I had no idea that he had 4 fouls, so must be very frustrating for him. Big free throw right there by Lucas.
Yep.
Brings it lead up to 10. Big clutch free throws right there.
Yep. Carrington going to try to get the ball over half as fast as possible. Maybe call a timeout once it gets over.
No, he's looking like he's going to shoot the tray ball. And it's off. Trying to look for some quick points and pass over. Oh, and can Lucas get there? And it's going to be out of bounds. Unfortunate turnover there for the Bucks.
Unfortunate.
Can't have those kind of mistakes when you're up
this late in the game. That's a free possession you gave. You gave Houston.
And it's going to be a timeout by the Bucks coach.
They've said a lot of things about Tony Harris. They said she was too slow, too weak. They said she'd never get to the next level. Yeah, people have made a lot of assumptions about Tony.
But I've never been a big fan of assumptions.
And neither have we. Introducing the hybrid that will shatter perceptions. The all-new Built for Speed RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
And we're back.
Are you good, Gabe?
This game's just really exciting.
All right, Evan's going to apply some early pressure to Carrington, trying to get him to give up the ball. And Houston's going to try to give Carrington every opportunity to shoot the three.
And board by Evan. And a foul by, I think, Aaron Berry.
And Carrington's got to keep his head up at this point, man. You can see him pushing sluggish over, really in his head right now. He's got to have that mentality that the next one's going to go in.
Yep.
And the next one's going to go in, you know? Be confident in that shot.
Yeah, 2 shots here, and the Bucks can just win the game right here on this free throw line if they just capitalize here. And
well, it's going to be, they're in the double bonus, so it's going to be 2 free throws.
2 all the way out, so.
Evan going to get a second opportunity to make a free throw. That one's going to be good.
And that one's...
I think Houston's... Evan applying some hard pressure, and they're going to really try to go after Carrington right now, not let him get the 3.
Oh, and just off for 3 for Keyshawn.
Yep.
And a foul by Garrett.
Foul by Garrett. I think Carrington knows that he's got to stay away from the area. He's left the foul. He has to go down on it. He's doing well going forward. He's kind of going forward, try to either hawk to the ball or see if one of his players will draw a foul.
And Lucas here on the line again. Looked like that one was a little bit rushed.
Yep.
High scoring game. 80 points for the Bucks is...
That's a lot.
Wow, and I'm interested to see how much Thomas has individually. Putting on a scoring clinic today.
Yep. And they might be looking to get Garrett a 3 right now.
Yep. They're going to see Keyshawn. They're going to see Dustin for the 3. And look good, but just off.
Almost connects.
Controlled by the Bucks.
And they're going to give it to the hot hand, just Thomas, who hasn't shot in a while. I haven't seen him take a shot, so we'll see how these go. I'm interested to see.
Bucks, I think, smell the victory, and I think this is going to be the Bucks' first ever national varsity championship. So, congratulations to them. They take down. First one's good. They take down their defending champs, and too bad for Carrington and Garrett, who will be playing at UTA next year for college, both seniors.
I know they had such a great season this year.
So it's their first loss this season. So tough to come here at this big of a stage, but congrats to those 2. Great players, going to be awesome in college. It's going to be fun to play against them.
Yep.
As Carrington dribbles up the ball, and
so we're going to see him launch a 3
from the volleyball line, and it's good.
And he hits one. He's going to bring the lead up to 9.
11.
All right, 11.
And another foul.
So the 11-point lead for the Bucks right now. Possible 13 if Justin hits both, connects with both free throws.
Shout out to all of our sponsors, Spinergy Wheels, Top End Wheelchairs, RGK, Performax, Eagles, Able Now, Nujavidity, and shout out to Jason Hotchkiss actually for putting on this and bringing all the equipment. Wouldn't be able to stream without him, so big shout out to him and all the volunteers that helped this weekend. So we appreciate them, and shout out to all the athletes working hard this weekend, getting college noticed, and just having a fun time here in LWSRA. And another 3 by Carrington is off, and it's going to be another foul. And big shout out to Keith Wallace for putting on this tournament. If it wasn't for him, these kids would not be able to compete this weekend. So,
it's so great to have opportunities for players like this to develop their skills
and show off their skills to college coaches.
Yep.
So I know the college coaches really enjoy coming down here to get some good recruiting, and so. Ice in the game here at the free throw line. Been pretty good. Lucas has from the free throw line, so.
He extends it to a 13-point lead.
That one's off, and Garrett's going to dribble up the ball.
think Garrett's going to look for his 3, possibly.
Yep. Looks like Garrett's going to take a tree, and that one's off, and Carrington scoots it back in. Coach
Thompson's going to give it to Peter, and they're going to get it up
to
to Mira.
Not foul, and Moore's going to go in, and the exclamation, but off the mark in here. 20-19, NWBA national champions, the Watson Junior Bucks. Dominant performance by them today. MVP this game for sure is Thomas Obers. There's a beast inside, so congratulations to them. Thank you for turning into this live stream. It's been Gabe and Noah. It's been a pleasure announcing today. And again, congrats to Houston too. Very hard fought game. Great coaches. It's been really fun this tournament and good team. So we'll be excited to see what their future holds for both of them. So. It's been your 2 best announcers this weekend.
Yep.
Gabe and Noah, peace.